putting a wrapper on Super Bowl 54. Of course, the Chiefs over the 49ers 31-20. Talking about that. What's the best Super Bowl halftime of all time? That is our poll question today for Capital Auto Mall Universal Collision Center. But we're going out on video chat now, and I thank him for waiting. Jason French, former Saskatchewan Rough Rider, joins us from Atlanta today. Look at Jay French, hasn't aged a bit. If anything, he's down a little weight. Good morning, Jason. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing great. Honored to be on, Rod. It's good to see a familiar face.
Yeah, thank you. We've put on a lot of miles together across this country with a lot of fun with the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. And for those that don't know, pardon me, Jay French, but a lot of our viewers being on Facebook are sub 30. So I just got to remind everybody, Jason was a second-round pick of the Riders back in 2001 out of Murray State, played with 01 to 06 with the Riders, and then 07-08 with the Hamilton TiCats where he finished up. But Jay French, a beloved time here in Riderville, and I'll open up with that. What's your recollections of your time with Canada's team?
Oh man, great fans, great atmosphere. Was really hoping to finish my career out in Saskatchewan, but I couldn't. Being able to go to another team and see the difference of how our fans in Saskatchewan supported our team. We wanted to win for them, and it was really just an exciting time. Great place for me to grow, and it was a great place. My wife loved it, and so just wish I could have finished out there, but it didn't happen that way, and it's all good.
Well, it's a fairly esteemed list of guys that left after 2006. Andrew Green, Nate Davis would be on that list, and yourself. But, Jackie Mitchell was on here not that long ago. He's living in Houston now. And he said he takes great pride in being part of the resurgence of the Rough Riders from where they were to where they got to before he left, because he wasn't on that 07 team either. Do you feel a little bit of that?
For sure. I mean, I had opportunities to leave, earlier on in my career, but I wanted to stay, and I saw we had something special there. And so building that thing from the ground up, I came in just after Jackie, so they had got got it rolling a little bit, and we had high expectations, and it took a couple of years, but we finally got around to it. We were really close to getting into the Grey Cup a couple of times, and it didn't happen for us. So we really put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into getting the Saskatchewan Rough Riders back on the map.
Well, the fans appreciated it, and they really remember it. Do you hear from Rider fans at all? I mean, honestly, when I saw your name on the board to come on, I'm like, oh, Jay French, I haven't heard or thought of that name in quite some time. Do you hear from fans at all?
Yeah, it was good. It's good to be thought of. When you guys reached out, I was excited to come on and just talk about it. It's funny you mentioned Jackie Mitchell being in Houston. I was in Houston. One of my former coworkers that coached with me when I was coaching at Georgia State after I retired is now coaching with the Houston Texans. So I went out for a game, and I'm walking through the stadium, and I hear my name being called. And I'm like, I turn around, and it's about 5 or 6 Saskatchewan Rough Rider fans that came out. They just said, "Hey, Jay, how you doing?" I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that they remember me. It's been over, 11 years since I played. So, I reach out to – I try to follow it as much as I can. I'm busy, but I try to follow it and keep up with the team and see how they're doing. But it's always good to feel remembered, to be remembered, I should say.
I thought you were going to say the DB yelled at you from across the field, Danny Barrett.
I did get to see I failed to mention that. I did get a chance to chat with DB and his wife, and they had some people up that knew me from Montreal as well. So it was really a reunion for me when I went to Houston.
It's interesting when I look at your time, all those West finals, West semifinals, the road ended, unfortunately, generally in BC. Why do you think the team just couldn't quite get over the hump in that whole era?
I don't know. We were so close. I mean, we were, a field goal away. We were just, I don't know. We just didn't finish the deal. And it was unfortunate for myself that that next year they had a chance. They finished the deal, and so excited for the fans, excited for the city. Disappointed for myself, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. They finally got over that hump.
Well, you started a lot of games. You had a significant part of what the Rough Riders were building. But you mentioned going to Hamilton the last 2 years of your career. What was that experience like?
Man, it was tough. You build something. It was almost starting all over again. They were Saskatchewan Rough Riders when I came in 01. They were trying to find themselves, and it was tough. They have good fan support in Hamilton as well. Not like the Rough Riders, but they were trying to get it rolling. And it seems that like after a few years after I left there, they finally got the hang of it and started winning some football games. But it was tough. It was rebuilding for me. It was starting all over. I was up for the challenge, but again, it came to an end at some point. Our careers always come to an end at some point. That's the thing about this sport. So it was all good. It was really a learning experience for myself.
Well, it's funny you say that because we're talking a lot about guys getting cut ahead of their roster bonuses and so forth. That's all been happening last week before that February 1st bonus. When did you realize that you spend your whole life loving this game, but it doesn't love you back? When did you get that painful realization, or have you?
Yeah, it was in Hamilton when I just could feel that something was going to happen. They were just trying to find themselves, and it really didn't matter if you just got caught up in the revolving door over there. And I could just feel something happening for myself. Like I say, everything happens for a reason. I had my first child was about to be born, and I had a coach that actually was close to me that was the one that let me go. That we had spent a lot of time in Saskatchewan together, but he had decided to go in a different route. And it's really that's the name of the game. That's the sport, and it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, but when you go back and you look at it, it happened for a good reason, and I'm in a good place right now.
What is that place right now? You mentioned coaching at Georgia State at some point. What's up in your life right now, Jay French?
Yeah, I left when I was done playing. I actually went back to school to finish my degree, and I got on with the Georgia State football program. They were rebuilding, so I've been rebuilding now for over and over again. So they were starting their football program. I actually walked on to the coaching staff. I actually had to humble myself, and they eventually gave me a job, and I went from playing receiver as a professional to coaching linebackers at Georgia State. But again, that was a good learning experience, and I had fun doing it. We built something special there, and again, it happened all. We didn't win enough football games, and we got let go. And from there, I tried a couple of business ventures that did well for a second, but then they fell through. And right now, I'm a personal trainer. I have my own personal training business. I'm having a great time being a father. I have 2 young girls that are heavy into gymnastics and dance, and so I'm a girl dad. And me and my wife are having a great time raising our family. I'm having a great time being a personal trainer, just seeing people transform their lives. I'm able to help them. A lot of stuff that I learned playing football, I'm able to interject into my clients and helping them, achieve their goals, healthier lifestyles, all of that good stuff. So I'm enjoying it. It's great. It's gratifying, and I wouldn't change anything.
Well, I think that I can speak for the Rider Nation to say it is great to see you. Great to see you doing so well. And keep in touch, Jay French. I hope we can get you back here sometime for a visit.
I will. Thank you so much, Rod.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.